Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Riding. I'm a teacher candidate at Queen's University, and with Science Rendezvous Kingston, in this segment, we're going to be learning about geophysicist and planetary scientist Claudia Alexander. Claudia was born in Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada in 1959, but moved to Santa Clara, California in the United States, where she grew up, developing a love of science fiction and horseback riding. In Silicon Valley, where her mother worked in the industry of the computer revolution, Claudia recalled her struggles as a young black girl in a predominantly white community. Claudia found in her outcasted hours a love of writing and wanted to study journalism at the University of California, Berkeley. However, her parents would only agree to pay for it if she majored in engineering. After an internship at the NASA Ames Research Center, Claudia found herself drawn to the space facility in college. She then studied earth science and planetary science, earning a bachelor's degree in geophysics at UC Berkeley and a master's degree at the University of California, Los Angeles. Claudia earned her PhD in atmospheric, oceanic, and space sciences from the University of Michigan. In 1986, Claudia joined NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory as a team member for the Galileo probe project, which was still years from launching. During nearly 3 decades at the laboratory, Dr. Alexander was known for her research on subjects including solar wind, Jupiter and its moons, and the evolution and inner workings of comets. Dr. Alexander controlled the plasma wave instrument for many years as a team member on NASA's Galileo mission to Jupiter, eventually taking over as its final project manager. This would be one of NASA's most successful missions. The mission discovered 21 new moons, and Claudia was excited to find a thin atmosphere on Ganymede, which she had thought was frozen solid. This meant that we needed to rethink the assumptions about the moon being inactive. Dr. Alexander was leading the mission when the Galileo craft was orchestrated to dive into Jupiter's dense atmosphere in 2003, when the spacecraft finally ran out of fuel. Dr. Alexander guided the destruction of the spacecraft without accidentally crashing into and contaminating any of Jupiter's moons. In 2000, Claudia Alexander became the U.S. Project Scientist Coordinator for the Rosetta Comet mission at the relatively young age of 40, a position that she would hold for the rest of her life. The international project was a 10-year mission to land a probe on a comet, which successfully orbited Comet 67P in 2014. Dr. Alexander also served as a member of the Cassini Science Team, an international joint mission to send a sophisticated robotic spacecraft to Saturn in 2005 to study the planet's complex system of rings and moons. Dr. Claudia Alexander gave talks frequently and spoke about her personal and professional experiences as a black woman in a field dominated by white men. Dr. Alexander authored 14 scientific papers and was particularly keen on engaging the public in space science by writing science fiction and children's books. She wrote to mentor young people, wanting to inspire black girls and youth in science, technology, engineering, and math. Claudia Alexander worked to support education programs and established a scholarship program at the University of Michigan. In 1993, Claudia Alexander was named Woman of the Year by the Association for Women Geoscientists, and the Rosetta mission team recognized Claudia by naming a feature of the 67P comet in her honor. Claudia Alexander is remembered for her leading role in the long-lived Galileo mission to Jupiter, for managing the United States' role in the international comet-chasing Rosetta project, and for her efforts to encourage women scientists from underprivileged and underrepresented groups, particularly black youth. Dr. Alexander's work spanned the fields of planetary science, plasma physics, comet science, and geophysics, and she explored and established new frontiers for women and black scientists in planetary geophysics.